thank you so much. It was just incredible to watch. And mine is not a political question, but just one of filmmaking. It was just so intimate, and your filming of them and having this camera in such intimate settings of your life. And I was just wondering if you can talk a little bit about that, if you knew them beforehand, and how this, it was just incredible to me, how intimate it was.
Can you hear me?
Yes, loud.
And in the back, can you hear me?
You can use the mic.
Yeah, no, okay, I'll speak. So, Bobi and Barbie, these two are just the bravest people I know. And I know Barbie was saying she doesn't do much. She does so much that we covered in the film. We have 4,000 hours of footage. This film, we made it for over 5-6 years, and we were following them. But they're just incredible individuals, and you know, they gave us so much access, you know, that it was, I mean, in the beginning it took a bit of time, but they you know, I became one of their family members. I had a bedroom in their house. I could crash, you know. I you know, I'm like a sibling, you know, and a friend. So, but it was really inspiring seeing them as well, you know, how they interact with each other, they laugh. Again, 4,000 hours of footage. There's so much beautiful stuff that we have, but we had just 2 hours to you know, tell this story and to, you know, to show you this little bit. But you know, there's a lot of I mean, even scenes of when we showed Bobi this film, he said we were being very nice to Museveni. But this film is very strong. It's pretty strong. It's beautiful. There's funny moments, but still, you know, it's strong. But he thought it was very, you know, it was portraying Museveni in a very nice way. But you know, we have scenes that we had to cut out that we couldn't, because of the violence. We couldn't put them in the film. But yeah, like those intimate moments, and you know, the like Sobi, the little girl, she's now grown, and you know, when I finished filming, they were asking, where did Uncle Moses go? But they were asking them, what happened to Uncle Moses? And I know he went to America, he left us. And just adding on to that, I was thinking about it at the beginning of this month. On the 5th of this month, Mr. Bobi Wine was on the plane, and he was literally, he was landing back in Uganda. He was literally pulled off of an aircraft, you know, bundled in a van, driven to a military base. And the media, one of his friends, one of the members of the political party, filmed this little video and posted it on Instagram. And that video was all over social media, and on, you know, all media organizations, you know, Al Jazeera, BBC, CNN were reporting about this, and that's why they then decided to drive him back home, you know, because of that. So over time, the camera had become safety. It had become like this safe shield. And many times when I was around covering them, when the violence was happening, it was a little bit less than if they attacked them without the camera. So, you know, sometimes I'm like, I should be there. I want to be there. You know, I wish I was still there. You know, but anyway, yeah. You'll get back. Yeah.
Well, I've been following your story for many years, and I've been reporting it through my media channels. Whether I have a program that airs in Jamaica, so I try to spread the word across the diaspora. Barbie, you are strong. You are the neck, while your husband is the head. Understand that you do a lot to support who he is. He has no family. You are his family, and you gave him his kingdom. Where do you find your strength?
Thank you very much. Now, that statement that you made, he will keep saying it until he gets a new quote to use. He'll keep using it on me. Thank you for making my life harder. So, I have a big family. I have sisters, blood sisters, spiritual sisters, sisters that I grew up with, sisters in the struggle. I have sisters everywhere. Those that are far away from me, those that live near me, and those that are on the phone all the time to encourage me. I have sisters that pray with me, I have sisters that cry with me, I have sisters that celebrate us, and I have sisters that put their lives on the line just to cover up the gap that I should be in. So I have sisters that have my back, and I'm very proud of them. Then I have colleagues. I see women who are not just cheerleaders. They are in the struggle. And they have not just gone there to say, no, their lives are on the line. And when I see them, I know that it's not time to play. I must play my part. And I think my part is not as hard as theirs. So I get stronger because I know, well, everyone else is playing their part and I must play mine. And the other thing is I pray. I know I'm destined to be here. I'm destined to do this. I am not God. My life is already written. It's a script and I am living it and I'll follow it, believing that it's the best that I'm living and that God has everything in place for me the best way, just the best things for me. So I believe I'm living a life I'm supposed to live. So I become stronger because I know that's what God has in plan for me. The other thing is because I know where we're going. I know what we are fighting for. And I know it is not easy feat. We must fight for it. And people have lost their lives. They have shed blood. The others have lost their husbands' lives. The others have lost their children's lives. The others have lost their whole livelihood just for what we want for our country. And if liberating our country means me being strong, I must do that. And that's what keeps me strong because I know where we're going.
Spoken like a first lady.
Exactly.
You-
You're an artist, so I'm curious about the other Ugandan artists. I think a lot of people are maybe nervous to speak up about their political beliefs and their stances. What would you recommend, like, what would be your advice to some of those artists that might want to be more vocal, maybe sing, maybe speak up about their beliefs?
Thank you. I'm an artist, and I always feel proud when I'm referred to as an artist because that's what I am, that's what I love to be, and I hope to one day regain that because as we speak right now, I am a forbidden artist in Uganda. My music is banned, my concerts are banned, my name is more or less banned, and many people are missing and others are in prison just for playing my music. But that made me realize, well, I had realized a little earlier, but it made me realize more the power of the art, the power of music. It is very effective. That's what makes me stand out. Guys, I'm not the most educated politician in Uganda, neither am I the most experienced, but because over the last 10 to 15 years, my music changed and it focused mainly on the plight of the people. So my music became more or less the spokes platform of the plight of our people. And that attracted attention of the regime, that right now the music industry is focused on so much to ensure that not another Bobi Wine can rise from the music. That's why there are even proposals right now to restrict the industry and put laws that require every creative artist, poet, playwright, whatever, to seek clearance from the minister for any piece of art that they're putting out, whether a song before you record it and all that, you must, get clearance from the minister. There's also a massive infiltration of the regime back home into the music industry. They've brought in so much money into the music industry to make sure they divide artists. The new campaign by the regime there is to make artists distance themselves from politics as much as possible. The new talk of the government is separate music from politics. But I mean, politics is everyday work. It's as if they're suggesting, don't talk about human rights in your music. Don't talk about how you're governed in your music. Don't talk about the price of things in your music. Don't talk about anything, because politics is everything. Many artists have stood firm and they use their art, they follow the route that myself and many other senior artists before me have started, because this did not start with me. Many artists during the days of Idi Amin were killed and others were exiled. So it did not begin now. I'm also following those that came before me, even before I was born, hoping that even those that come after me will have a clear, legacy to follow. What's my advice? My advice has always been in my actions. I've always tried to lead by action, but I believe that can be effective not only in Uganda, but the world over. For example, I was inspired by guys like Muhammad Ali, guys like Bob Marley, guys like Tupac, who talked about real things, only that I decided to make it a little bit more serious and take it to a more formal platform. So I believe that in the next 5, 10, 20, 30 years, artists will become more serious and know that they are taken a little bit more serious than entertainers. So they should act more serious to the words that they preach, because they are powerful.
I'm afraid that's all we have time for. We could talk to you for hours. And it's late, but you're just so inspiring, and it's such a powerful film and so moving. Thank you for all your bravery, and
Thank
we
you.
wish your country the best.
Thank you. If you'll allow me, I would like to say my appreciation to all of you that have come out here to watch our film, to all of you that have tweeted, that have echoed our voices, but most importantly, to Nat Geo for giving our story such a powerful platform. Thank you very much. There are so many other stories. Uganda is just a case study, but to see that our case has been a case study for many other oppressed places in the world, we don't take it for granted. Thank you very much.